Another week, another podcast. Let's kick it off in 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the Nickson and 8 podcast.
What's going on, man?
I apologize about the cough. I had the flu.
Oh, yeah, it's going around at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and hay fever.
And kiwi pineapple grape. The old vape.
Oh, man. How's life? How's the week?
Yeah, good. I would like to start things off with an apology.
Oh, yeah?
I think I was really excited that we had Usgang on last week.
Beautiful human being.
Great human being.
Yeah.
Just want to thank you for holding that show together and apologize because I was out the gate. He's got one of the rarest faces where if he laughs, I can't hold back.
Yeah.
I got to laugh too.
Yeah. There was moments where, our boss Louis was in our ear, or was in my ear. He's like, pull it back together, mate. Pull it back together.
But not in a laughing way, just in a real annoyed way. Yeah.
Louis, you got one of those faces, man, where if you say something, it's like I know you're angry, but I feel bad that we disappointed you. Like, he's got that vibe about him.
100%.
You got one of those faces where you just don't want to disappoint.
Oh, man. That's a natural father vibe.
Oh.
Don't disappoint me.
Yeah.
It's worse for someone who's a people pleaser and has attachment issues. So when I'm talking to Louis on text, I expect the heart emoji back if I give you a heart emoji.
Yeah.
He just gives me a thumbs up. And I can't operate. I'm like, why is he angry? What did I do wrong?
No, people always say that I look meaner than I actually am.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I give off mean vibes, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, because you shave your head when your hair is perfectly fine.
Nah, it's not.
Oh, is it not?
Nah, I hate it.
Where are you losing it from the front as well?
I'm not losing it at all.
Oh, you
Look,
just don't like having
I'll put
hair.
it on the record. I shave by choice. Yeah. And I shave every day.
That's like DJ Sevilla. He shaves by choice. But I can't imagine him with hair now.
I'm still laughing about DJ Sevilla and what you sent us.
Oh, man. So, guys. You know Sevilla's like our boy, right?
That's those.
Yeah, we love this dude. I mean, he's made a number of appearances on the show where no one else could come through. He put up this Facebook status. Kia ora. Just a note to say that I've had an accident and I've broken my elbow and fractured my wrist. If you have messaged me, I probably won't reply because it's hard to text. I'm okay. No need for comments. Leave me to it. Ngā mihi.
Ngā mihi, mate.
Bro, you got a sore wrist and you can't text, but you can write a long-ass status update.
Bro, it's one of those when.
No, I do feel sorry for him, man. Over the last 12 months, since I've been back at my FM, he's had so many accidents. Did he tell you that he got hit by an Uber?
No.
So he was on a Lime scooter. And
wow.
Keep in mind, this is DJ Sevilla we're talking about here. The only man that can go to a nightclub in track pants and not get kicked out. He was Lime scootering and Uber hit him and he had a full-on accident. The ambulance had to come.
Damn.
So
was he out of commission for a while?
I don't know. He came to work concussed.
What if he just hit into a parked car and then came in? You know those guys? Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. My life flashed before my eyes. But yeah. So keep it, if you see him out in Hamilton, keep an eye out for him. Make sure he's okay.
That's like the biggest commodity at the moment.
What is?
Attention.
Attention, yeah.
People are fighting for attention and just doing the weirdest things to get it. And I'm not saying DJ Sevilla is doing that.
But it's contributed to the noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard now because it's so saturated, so flooded, man, because everybody's got a platform now.
There needs to be a reset because people are going and doing the most outrageous things to get, your sets of eyes, your attention. Mm-hmm. I don't know when it's going to stop because I'm starting to see the norm change. Yeah. So the norm would be a funny joke, ha ha, hee hee. Now it's people like, look, man, I'm shaving my eyebrows. And then what's beyond that? And it just keeps going and going and going to the point where we're not going to like what we see.
Yeah, it's already there. There's already a whole bunch of content. I'm like, oh, man, this shouldn't be online. It's interesting you say that, though, because when the TikTok ban kind of took place before it got reinstated in America, Sarah and I were watching the lives of Americans before they got, just cut off, lost connection. And as soon as I reset TikTok after all the Americans had been kicked off, bro, it went so hoary. I was like, oh, man, we need the Americans back just to balance it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy though that just shows me the level of trust that you and Sarah have watching TikToks together. I'd be sweating. Go scroll to the next one. I'm like, oh, I'm too sorry. I don't know what's gonna come with my algorithm.
Lucky dip, roulette. Oh man. I saw a few things that I wanted to bring to you today.
Yeah.
One of them was the DJ Severe thing, so I'm glad we addressed that because I knew you would laugh at that. But just some observational things that I've seen over the last couple of days that have really blown my mind. I saw some homeless people fighting.
Oh fuck. Louis, we gotta check what this guy brings.
No, let it happen.
Bro.
Go.
I know times are tough, man, but and homelessness is obviously an issue, but the premium, you know, like if you're gonna sign up to like premium experience of being homeless or witnessing homelessness, it's outside Sky City. Like that's where it's at the peak. You know, in those shops that surround it.
Yeah.
There was a man yelling, and like he obviously, you know, was going through some things, and he was just vocalizing it, and then it was just so funny seeing like two groups of homeless people having a fight across the street, and I just love it when. Well, I don't love it, but I just feel like it hits different when like islanders are homeless doing it. Because
this chat's out the fucking gate.
Because we were talking about this before the mics went on, but islanders, when it gets awkward, we start to mock.
Yeah.
Right? And so they were just having a mocking battle across the road about like who was the most homeless out of each other. And I was like, man, this is some entertainment, eh?
I don't know what to say, man.
Like, hopefully, I hope they get help, you know?
Because all I can picture is my head, you being the bot's third party going,
Say it again.
No, you won that one.
So, yeah, I saw that. And then I was in Mount Wellington yesterday, and this made the news.
You were in Mount Wellington?
Again, like, I'm not Povo bashing, but Woolworths in Mount Wellington got robbed, right? And I have sympathy for people.
It's hard out here, bro.
Yeah, no, and that's what I mean. Is I've got sympathy for people who are stealing, and I see their trolley and it's filled with necessities.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I'll turn a blind eye to that.
Yeah.
Like you're obviously struggling. Go feed your family, right? If you're stealing a TV though, I'm like,
yeah.
A TV's not a necessity.
Like, you know, unless you're stealing it to pawn it off to get money to buy food, you know?
Potentially,
like,
yeah.
Is it like this charge bigger than that charge? Like, you know, I remember one time seeing a guy trying to like shoplift a trolley full of food, and I saw toilet paper in there. I was like, why? Like, you know, that's not something you want to, go wipe your ass on the grass. You know what I mean?
Oh, hey. But you can see that's I feel like that's a necessity.
To me, toilet paper is not a necessity. It's not. Straight up. It's not.
Make sure you spray and wipe that seat before you leave then, man.
It's straight up, it's not.
So when I saw it, I kind of was like, I'll turn a blind eye to that. Anyway, there was a whole bunch of like social warriors out there videoing it and all that sort of stuff. It made the Herald.
Yeah.
But the people that got caught up in it, that were actually stealing the groceries, were trying to fend off anyone that was trying to stop them with the sharp end of the pineapple. And I was like, that's an interesting weapon of choice.
Damn.
Yeah, so they were like, stay away. And I was like, it's very interesting. The streets are wild these days.
I wouldn't get involved.
Yeah,
There's no reason for anyone to get hurt.
Yeah.
You're going to take it.
Stay out of it. And then in other news as well, which I thought was another funny thing, Reddit, Hamilton Reddit is something you should subscribe to. Apparently there's a big drama on why there is a glory hole in the base outlet centre in Hamilton at the moment. And I was like, interesting.
What constitutes a glory hole?
I don't know. Just a hole in between the cubicle?
Because, you know, sometimes when like a builder's doing work on a door and they're just taking the door handle off, someone might go, ooh.
Oh, sexy time.
And then the builder goes, hey,
phone.
I was just installing it.
But I love that that's the biggest news in Hamilton right now, that there's a glory hole in the base outlet centre in Kirikiriroa at the moment.
I wish my internet was working because I'd love to see what constitutes a glory hole. Like, is it a certain height? Like, if the hole is at
waist height.
But you know how some people are shorter than others?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. Someone might put their mouth down.
Give me a lift. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. Like, it's been every day I just feel like the world just gets more wilder and wilder. And
I just want to touch on when you're talking about homeless people outside Sky City.
I don't endorse it, and I legitimately feel sorry for them.
I don't care, because everyone's doing what they can do to survive.
Hundreds, yeah.
But that is like the worst place if you think you're going to score some money. Like, people are walking out of there. People walking out of there going, oh!
Bro, I'm the same.
It was like, because, I'm out in Henderson, right? And there's like a block of shops there across from that Grown Donuts place. I don't know if you've ever gone past there. It's like heading towards Henderson Valley.
Off Railside Ave? Is it
on the other side?
On the
on the other side. Like, I hopped out to go use the laundromat, and there were some guys out there like asking for money. And they were just pissing off the people getting out of the car, like, fuck you, what do you mean? I've got no money to you. I was like,
if I had money, I have my own washing machine.
It's like the worst time to be asking.
Yeah, it is. It is. But people have been so clever at the moment. And I think you taught me this. I'll never knock someone's hustle. But, like, people are sitting at the end of drive-thrus now because they know, oh, yeah, this person's already obviously spent cash to get food. So, like, this is the perfect spot. But, yeah, no matter where you go now, you got to be prepared for it.
It's tough because the most generous people are usually the ones that don't have much. Like, if they had it, they'd give it. Right? And then you go to the other places that are kind of more upper-class suburbs. They just don't have takeaways, right?
Yeah, they don't.
No.
Well, no, look, I think still after like maybe a decade or more, there's still a whole bunch of homeless people around the Green Lane roundabout.
That's so dangerous.
Yeah, it really is dangerous. That's a very dangerous roundabout entrance and exit anyway. But yeah, no, people were hanging around there. There was this one weekend, I always meet my mum and dad at Avondale Market on Sundays. And like I always go there, buy Sarah some flowers, and then I go home. But I always hang out with mum and dad there. I got there a little bit early one day because my mum likes to get there real early. But I turned up at like 5 to 6, right? To just get in before all the hecticness. And you got to pay for parking there now. So it's like $3.
For everywhere you park.
And if you're going to the market.
Yeah.
And so I always have my $3 ready. I got there a little bit early. Guy was waiting there, gave him my $3. People behind me giving them the money. We were all just parking in. Bro, that guy turned up before the actual wardens turned up. So he was just homeless and he was just collecting coins, man. Again, you can't knock the hustle. Like, he knew, he figured it out. And I was like, man, all props to you, man. All props to you. I'll make some changes when I'm there.
Yeah. But what are those guys are averaging what? Close to $100 to $200 a day. They're making more than most.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%.
I know one of the guys at the Newmarket traffic lights.
Washing the windows.
Like he just doesn't want to work a normal job. He's not homeless or anything, but he's cracking $2-3 grand a week.
They've arrested so many people in Palmerston North busking with no permits. And
wait, do you need a permit to busk?
Yeah, you need a permit to busk. Yeah, and then like legally.
Yeah.
But if you get caught and you don't have a permit, you'll just get moved along.
Yeah.
You just go find another corner. But yeah, apparently this one dude was just sitting out there for weeks, collecting a whole bunch of cash, singing a few songs with his guitar. Then you get in his Tesla and just drive off.
Again.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, can't knock the hustle.
We got to figure something out.
Yeah. No, I don't know, man. You know, like
we just got to find our niche, our angle.
I don't know what it is. This is just two old guys having a cup of tea talking shit. I
used to be a dancer back in the day.
Crumper.
I would say in my late teens, early 20s, and then I just stopped. No, legit. I used to dance.
Shut up, man.
Why does everyone laugh when I say that? Oh yeah,
dance around the truth. There's when all the wind was kicking off real bad in Auckland.
Yeah.
There was heaps of power cuts and like the internet went off, right? Like in a whole bunch of regions around Auckland, especially our area. Man, it's like Mother Nature hates where I live. Anyway, people were just going nuts because there was no internet. But, I feel like you're the same, man. We grew up without the internet. We know what it's like to live without it. So I'm perfectly fine without the internet.
I've been trained to use my imagination.
Yeah, hard out. I sit there too and I'm just like, I'm okay.
You know what's nice? Okay. Is just watching old school TV. you're like, oh man, this is pretty cool. You got set ad breaks so you can go make your cup of tea, come back.
Yep. Watch the news at 6 o'clock.
And it's nice seeing like especially the news, the live news. You know that someone's actually on the other side.
Yeah, 100%.
That's a little bit of a cure for loneliness if you got no one in your life.
I've found myself watching Deal or No Deal.
What channel is that on?
Oh, I've got it on. Oh, it's on Samsung Plus.
Oh, sorry about your TV.
it's just one of the Samsung channels. And what's the one? The Chase.
The Chase is
only the English one.
Yeah.
And all the other ones are rubbish.
Tried watching the Aussie one, but
it doesn't hit the same. Doesn't hit the same. Yeah. No, I'm like you. I love terrestrial TV. I'm like, yeah man, this is mean.
A lot of people are saying that it's going to get phased out soon.
Yeah.
Is it?
But they say that about radio.
I think radio is different.
Yeah. Because I feel like there will always be a place for TV. There will always be a place for TV. But then in saying that, bro, all the wrestling now's on Netflix.
Yes.
Amazon's got all the sports now.
Yes.
So you can watch live sport. Been watching the new golf. That new golf is wild.
Is that the one that the
simulators?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I watched that playoff yesterday, Rory McIlroy and Tiger Woods.
Oh, sorry.
Bro, that is wild. Bro, because heaps of people now, you know how when COVID hit, they couldn't do NASCAR? So they just put everybody in like the Daytona cars and everyone was doing it virtually.
Not those graphics though, but like...
The same sort of concept like those pilot simulators, flight simulators. Same again. So like that's kind of where sport's going now too. Yeah. So now I've just been watching that sort of content.
So that's I think I'm going to have a genuine think about becoming an influencer.
To be a dancer?
No.
What are you going to influence?
I don't know yet. I'm not too sure.
I reckon you should just review things.
Oh.
But not...
No, see, the ones, remember the start of my influencing career, my first ever...
Louis, have you ever heard the story about the warehouse? Bro, this is so bad, man. This is when influencing became like a thing.
This was like before influencing. It was like the first sponsored post. This was like 2013... something like that.
Yeah, this is when like it first started becoming like, this was before you could you had to hashtag ad on things.
So what's the name of the team here that comes and tells you, hey, we've got a deal for you, blah, blah, blah.
I like the sales team.
Yeah. So I didn't take social media serious and I didn't think anybody else did. And I don't think anybody would check it, but they came and they said, hey, we'll pay you this much if you do a sponsored post and you talk about this new phone that they're going to be selling out of the warehouse. One, I was offended. I was like, so you're going to give me a phone that's the cheapest out of the warehouse to promote?
Yeah.
And I was angry. I was like, I see what you're doing. You think my people can't afford an iPhone? You think my people can't afford a Samsung S whatever?
Yeah. You made it very clear on your post about your feelings.
I said, shout out to the warehouse for paying for this, but this is a shit phone. And I was like, I can't believe you guys are making me try to sell this to my people. If I was you, just go get a normal phone that lasts long. But thank you for the money. It got taken down in a day. I get really offended. That was the biggest, my biggest gripe about working at My FM is that some of the things that they'll get us to talk about. Like even when the last Game of Thrones season came out, every radio station breakfast show got a pack to talk about the last season except for My FM. So I did a shout out, and I remember this guy's eyes looking at me like, no. So I said, hey, I want to shout out Sky TV, who are racist, because they send every breakfast radio station a Game of Thrones pack to watch the last season. No, it's all good. Why do you think we don't watch it? What do you think we're watching?
And you are a fan. And you were a fan. So what people will never know, because we've never shared this before, but here's a scoop. So every time Nate would do something like that, I would have to be the one to write an apology letter and then sign Nate's name.
Because I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it. So I had to sit there. This is pre-Chat GPT too. So I actually had to write it. Then I had to get sent off, sign it, and then hopefully, everyone could like figure out where we're at so then we can move forward and, make some money.
I regret being a pain in the ass.
Some people would still say that I'm a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You just got to be clear about who you are, what your incentives are. I think people get too emotionally attached to people that they work with. Sometimes. I feel like sometimes it may this might sound ruthless, but it's just a phase.
So you're saying that you don't care about anybody that you work with?
No, I care, but I know that.
I know that you do. I know you care about me because you've done some things for me. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, but we've been through it, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I don't care. Like, I obviously want everybody to do well, but I don't want you feeling like you need. No one in work needs to be babied. You know, like you're all adults. You all can make decisions and things for yourself. But I don't think that we need to treat it like a family dynamic sometimes where, you know, you got to check on people and make sure they're all right and all that sort of stuff because it becomes a bit patronizing sometimes. You know, so I just feel like, and it's nothing should be personal at work. So if you have a disagreement at work, it should just finish at work. You know, that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Because it breeds a cultural paranoia sometimes. If there is that family dynamic, because then you're wondering who's the favorite.
Yeah, exactly, right? And remember when we would have a fight with DJ Sevilla, right? And then he would take 2 days off afterwards. And then he would let it linger.
His one-word replies.
And I'm like, bro, just come back to it. Nothing's personal.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're here to make the best of what we do, collect the paycheck, and move along. You know, and have some fun doing it. Otherwise, there's too much emotion. Then people get sad and then get angry.
Are you still doing it?
What?
Where you're telling people like, I don't want to say it.
Well, no, yesterday on the show, they said that if I died on my tombstone, the quote would be, "Can you do me a solid?" That would be my quote. Because everybody that I've worked with has had that line dished out on them. Can you do me a solid?
There was one thing about you I'll never forget, and I didn't know how to feel because I knew it was just you being you. And
no, that's the thing though. But what you see is what you get with me. That's it.
And this was like before. This was like 2011, maybe 2012. Where I remember we were having a normal chat, and then I thought I'm gonna hit this guy with a heart to heart, and then I was like, oh man, I think I might have depression. And you're like, stop being attention seeker.
That's how I grew up.
Yeah. And I was like, maybe I am being an attention seeker. But yeah.
How are you now, though?
I'm all good.
Yeah. That's good to hear.
I'm all good.
Whew, that was a risk. That was a gamble checking that line out.
Yeah.
That's funny you bring that up, actually. Have you noticed that, like, I don't know if this is like an Islander thing in general or if it's specifically Samoan, but I find that even to this day, the first attempt at therapy is not actually going to see somebody, but it's your close group of people just mocking.
Yeah.
Like they just mock you until you can laugh about it. I don't know if that's healthy, and it's probably not, but I just feel like that's kind of why probably our generation are a little bit more resilient, because we've been mocked, you know, to help with some trauma.
When you think about some of those mocking sessions, you can 100% tell that everyone needed therapy.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah. The guy's laughing, the guy's mocking, they all needed it.
I remember when I broke up with my girlfriend. Oh, she broke up with me.
That's like the second week in a row we're talking about.
Oh.
No, I want to hear it. There might
link.
be some trauma there.
No, but I remember the boys, they checked in on me, my type 5, and they were like, hey, well, let's take you out. Let's go out and, you know, take your mind off it. So they all bought tickets and we all went and watched Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Mm-hmm. Do you know the plot to that movie?
No, remind me though.
So basically his missus leaves him and then he goes away to find himself again, and then he books himself in the same hotel as her and her new partner.
I remember,
you know, and I was like, and they thought it was funny that I had just been through that, and then they decided that it would be the perfect movie to watch. But again, they were laughing the whole way through because I was like, that's just like you, that's just like you. But then it helped me feel better. Again, it's probably not healthy, and I'm not trying to give anybody any advice on mental health, because obviously go and address that. But that's kind of...
I don't think there's one way.
No, but it's a very generational thing that mocking was the way.
I think this generation is way better at identifying and realizing, hey, I need to go sort this out. I heard these teenagers talking about... so there were guys from our generation who were telling kids, you know, shouldn't do this and you shouldn't do that, and these teenagers were using like words that I'd never know how to use. Right? They're like, you're projecting your failures in life. I was like, wow, brother. Yeah. Like, don't put your trauma on me. Whatever you're dealing with from your childhood, these are teenagers. Like, whatever you're dealing with from your childhood, you should really attempt to heal that. And maybe and I'm like, wow. I was like, man, I was just trying to like figure out how to use broadband.
Hard out.
Yeah.
Dealing with the speed of dial-up and turning the screen off at night, hoping that your download would be the legit file when you wake up in the morning. That's all I was dealing with back then.
I guess if you compact all of that, all I was trying to say, you just got to talk to someone.
Yeah.
And then if you're the other person on the other side that's being talked to, just know that it's taken everything for that person to say something to you. So whatever your first reaction is, like, which is hard because we're always on autopilot.
I feel like what you just said, though, is something that I needed to hear. Because I find that in any situation, I'm probably the last person anyone would pick to dish that out. And that's sad when I reflect on that. It's actually quite sad.
Nah, but,
Yeah.
hopefully that helps anyone that might be watching this going, it's just what I needed here.
Oh, yeah. Okay, bring it back up.
All right.
Bring it back up.
You know the Meta and Facebook, right?
Yeah.
So they've officially started the process of ending the fact-checking program. So this came around during the COVID era to stop all the misinformation, right?
So this prevents fake facts?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But what I was also doing that program, it was stopping people from free speech. So they might want to challenge something, and that fact-checking program would shut it down, saying it doesn't align with the facts that they have. So you couldn't say anything.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they're moving to a more community note system like Twitter, like X, where it's actually other people that can look at what the statement is and go, actually, that might be wrong because this is the truth about that situation, and here are the facts to back it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was the program. But the tough thing is, like, people are taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
So somebody might be commenting about a rugby game, and then there'll be a community going, not out. So it's like, so anyone can put a community note there, like,
Where do I find this?
that's on Facebook.
Oh,
like,
okay.
So they're rolling it out in the US, but it's just like, that's not true. So that's something to look out for. So you don't have to worry about whatever you're posting to disappear. It's just going to have like a community note of a bunch of people that might disagree with it.
Do you reckon Facebook, there's a comeback, there's a revival of Facebook?
Well, after talking to Wolfgang's management,
Yeah.
Facebook is the place.
Yeah, that's what I've heard recently too.
Yeah.
So heaps of people are getting back on it. This needs to go through the fact checker because I've got no facts to back this up. But I'm just assuming now because of Facebook Marketplace, I'm really interested to know how Trade Me's doing. Because again, so many people now are just buying off Facebook Marketplace. No hassle, no fees.
You know what though?
Yeah.
The thing that Trade Me has over Facebook Marketplace is that there are more people on Facebook Marketplace that have been stabbed, shot, and mugged.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I told you about the PlayStation, eh?
No?
Oh. I bought a PlayStation off Facebook Marketplace. And then, I'm sure I told you the story. I'll tell you again anyway.
Yeah.
So it was when PS5s first came out and no one could get one. And I wanted a PS5. Because
You just wanted it because no one had one.
100%. Yeah. Guilty. Anyway, so some guy was on Facebook Marketplace saying, I'm selling mine. I'm just going to sell it for the RRP. And what I got it for. And I was like, oh, sweet, perfect, cool. I'll come pick it up. What's your addy? So I went round to go pick it up. Where was it? At Anui. And and I was like, oh, yeah, cool. Not too far from my house. Sweet. I'll drive in and go get it. Went in, go get it. I was with my mate Cedric, right? And then Cedric goes, hey, because he's a gamer, Cedric goes, just open the box. Like, let's see if it works first. And I was like, good call, Cedric. So opened the box. As I opened it, bro, it's a PS4 in there.
Damn.
And then this dude tried to reverse scam me. Go, oh my gosh, how did that get in there? And I was like, bro, come on, man. And he goes, I've been scammed too. And then he was getting angry. Cedric was like, let's get in the car. And then the sale never went through.
Where did the box come from?
Don't know.
That's a good one, eh?
But I ended up getting one, but
Yeah.
waste of gas.
Yeah, I can't trust Facebook Marketplace. A friend of mine, actually, shout out to my boy. He's still in jail at the moment. He bought a car off Trade Me.
Yeah.
And then he was at a drive-thru at like 2 a.m, and the car behind him happened to be a police car that just happened to run the plates.
Yeah.
So he bought it legit. And then like, hey, this is a stolen car. I was like, what? And I was like, oh. So they searched the car and they found his gun.
Oh. And so the car was stolen, sold
car
on Facebook Marketplace.
Sold on Facebook
Oh,
Marketplace.
bro, what are the odds?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know where that would never have happened?
Yeah.
Trust Motors.
100%.
Trust Motors.
Shout out Trust Motors.
How car buying should be, man. Sponsoring the podcast.
Shout out to George.
Yeah, George and the team. They got some nice new cars that have just made it on the yard and made it on their website as well.
They got a Lamborghini Aventador SVJ.
Which is crazy. They got everything from that to like Toyotas.
Yeah.
So whatever car you need.
He
George
actually
and the
told
team
us
will
to
help
come in next week to, I think he won't say what it is, but he's got a surprise for us. He goes, both of you have to come and we want to film it. We want to get your reaction for these things that we got for you.
What do you reckon it is?
Do you reckon it's a car? Do you reckon?
I mean, you're a car dealer, so I'm assuming that it should be a car.
I'm excited.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. So he goes, you boys come in.
Mm.
Make sure you're here. Bring your team to film it because you're going to love what we've got for you guys.
Oh, okay, so he wants to film it, so it's not just pizzas.
No.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But, always good people at Trust Motors. And again, thank you so much for the sponsorship. You guys are part of the family, mates.
But before we go, I just want to shout out to our Bets and Net.
Oh, yeah, how's that doing?
Oh, it's going awesome. The boys charted for the first week.
I heard, though, that the first round of picks that the Oracle put out there, Zeke, none of them came through.
Oh, yeah. I was on a roll and you had to bring that up. He felt that he was forced to pick those just to give something.
Yeah.
But now he's learned his lesson.
How's Charlie on the mic?
Yeah, he's doing good, man.
Yeah, legend, Charlie Famawina.
We had a catch up yesterday and he was like, I got too much saliva in my mouth.
So big lips.
Oh, wow. I was going to say that. But our goal is to get a sponsorship from, well, it's not my goal. Zeke kind of said, man, you know what? I've always wanted to be a sponsored athlete for budgie smugglers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I can see that.
So,
and he's got a former athlete body.
Yeah. Former? He's current.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
He's a vibe.
Fuck, I reckon he might be on that.
Oh.
No, Jax, yeah. But we've got this thing happening that... I got this thing happening where before the end of the year, so like the first, hey, fun of times. Shout out to my mate Callum Nuafe, he's in the building.
Oh, nice.
He's an athlete. He's a sponsored athlete for Cobalt.
Cobalt Gym.
Cobalt Gym.
Oh, shout out to Willis.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So the first day of summer, we're gonna do a photo shoot, right? So everyone has to do it themselves.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do a photo shoot in Budgie Smugglers.
Yeah.
If your body's not prepared by then, that's on you.
I love it.
That's on you.
Yeah.
But you have to do it in the Budgie Smuggler.
Nice.
Yeah. That was Charlie's idea.
Oh, man, we get it, bro. You're built like a tank, man. Far out.
Sorry about it.
All right, then.
Is that us?
That's us.
We'll see you next week. Trust Murders.
Love it. See ya.